Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something many of you probably think about.
No.
What makes a smartphone really valuable, especially, when you're on a budget. Our source today is a video review titled Oppo K13 by 5G Military Grade Budget Beast. Let's look at this specific phone, the Oppo K13 by 5G. And our mission really is to unpack what makes it stand out. Things like its toughness, that battery life, and figure out who this phone is actually for.
Yeah, and what's interesting right off the bat is how the reviewer frames it, calling it a beast under 15K. That immediately sets up this expectation, durability. So let's maybe start there.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that military grade thing. The review mentions IP65 water and dust resistance. Plus, this shockproof design they call military grade. It sounds tough, but is that term military grade just marketing, or does it mean something real for a budget phone?
That's a really good question because, sometimes it is just marketing fluff. But here, the IP65 rating, that's specific. It means it can handle splashes, rain, dust, not dunking it in water, but definitely okay for everyday mishaps. And combined with the shockproof design claim, it points towards prolonged dependability.
Okay.
Think about like students or people with active jobs. They need a phone that lasts, right? Not one you replace yearly because of a drop or getting caught in the rain.
So it's about reliability. Makes sense.
Exactly. And they mentioned the matte back too, hiding fingerprints. It adds to that solid, practical feel.
Right, so it's built tough on the outside. What about actually using it? Let's talk display. It's a 6.67-inch HD plus LCD, but it has 120 hertz refresh rate and 1,000 nits brightness. The review kind of says it's decent for casual gaming, good outdoors. Notes it's not full HD++, but still capable.
Yeah, and that's an interesting trade-off, isn't it? You get that high refresh rate, which makes scrolling feel really smooth, and the brightness, 1,000 nits, that's quite good for outdoor visibility. So even if the resolution isn't top tier, the daily experience, the interaction, feels enhanced. It's practical.
Okay, practical experience over just pixels. Got it. What's powering it? Under the hood, Dimensity 6300 5G chipset. Options for 4, 6, or 8 gigs of RAM. The reviewers seemed to think it was smooth enough for normal use, social media, maybe some light gaming.
Right. It's not a powerhouse chip for intense gaming, but for everyday stuff. Perfectly adequate. And they included UFS 2.2 storage. That's faster than the older storage types you still find in some budget phones. So apps load quicker, files move faster. You feel that difference.
Okay, but here's where it gets, really interesting, I think. The battery. A huge 6,000 milliliter battery. I mean, that's massive. We're talking potentially multi-day use for a lot of people.
Huge. Absolutely.
And it comes with a 45W Super VOOC charger. Gets it full in about an hour, they say.
Which is super convenient. No overnight charging needed.
But there's more, right? The battery health claim.
Yes. This is pretty significant. Oppo claims the battery health will stay above 80% for 5 years.
5 years on a budget phone.
Exactly. Think about that longevity. It ties right back into the durability aspect. You're not just getting a big battery, you're getting one designed to last. It tackles a major reason why people upgrade dying batteries. It makes it a potentially longer-term device. Huge value.
Okay. Durability, check. Great battery, check. What's the catch? The camera, maybe? Described as basic. 50 MP main, 2 MP depth, 8 MP front. Daylight photos are fine. Low light is just average.
Yeah, that's usually the compromise zone in this price bracket. You're right. If you're a keen photographer, this is where you'll notice it's a budget phone. The focus is clearly on the core stuff. Reliability, battery, decent performance for the price, not cutting-edge photos.
So essentials over extras.
Pretty much. It will capture the moment if you need it to, but don't expect, amazing night shots. It has portrait mode, dual view video, the basics are there.
And quickly, colors. Midnight violet and sunset peach. Reviewer called them attractive.
Yeah, nice to have some options.
And the price? Around 11,999 Indian rupees, which is roughly 19,000 Nepali rupees, puts it right in that competitive budget space. So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for someone listening? The review really positions it as a dependable phone, good for students, general users, anyone who really needs that ruggedness and battery life above everything else.
And that leads to, I think, a really important question for you, the listener. When you think about all these different aspects, the toughness, that amazing battery promise, the smooth screen, what feature actually offers the most value to your daily life in a phone like this? Is it the durability? Knowing it can take a hit? Or is it knowing you won't need to charge it constantly for years? Something to think about, regarding what you prioritize in tech.